Garlanding our national 7 heroes, can I draw all our attention to this victory reception and dinner tonight? Can we just show our appreciation to all the consortium partners who are here in full force?
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You have to forgive us and the other members of Parliament who are here this evening. We actually wanted to wear Buller shirts, but we've come just straight from Parliament. So unfortunately, we didn't have time to change. The members of the victorious Sevens team, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me much pleasure to be here this evening to greet our national team, who we obviously, as you know, are very, very proud of. You have done us an enormous positioning of Fiji, not just as a great Sevens rugby nation, but of course as a country in itself. On behalf of the government, the Fijian government, I just want to say a few words to acknowledge your wonderful achievement and to express the nation's thanks for lifting our spirits and making us all very, very proud. To have strived so hard to be the best in the world is an inspiration in itself. And as we know, a few years ago, there's only a few teams that did well at Rugby Sevens. Today you have teams like even USA, who only a few years ago we probably made fun of. And today they are now a serious contender. So to have beaten all of them throughout the series and have become #1, that in itself is an inspiration and indeed an achievement. I think we should go put our hands together for that. I think the chairman of Fiji Airways was saying after he met the rugby team, he said, they all look so big on television. So he said, I think, I can be a Rugby Sevens player too. I can see your size. But each and every one of you, every member of the team, and even your management deserves a heartfelt gratitude for the grit and determination you have shown. Not only in the field, but in the long, grueling months of preparation for the World Series. I'm sure you've all felt the spirit of the Fijian people propping up wherever you went. And of course, we were with you in your ups and downs. The thoughts and prayers of all of us have been with you, willing you to cross the line. And now you return as conquering heroes and wonderful role models for our young people. Just as a point of reminder, in the last elections, out of the 592,000 registered voters, 200,000 of them were below the age of 30. So we have a very, very young population base. We also need to be able to inspire them. And people get inspired not just because you see an inspirational engineer or a doctor or a lawyer, but also professional sporting people. And that obviously we need to continue to ensure that our young people continue to find heroes amongst ourselves. We always have been a nation of rugby fans, but there is a magic about the Sevens that unites us all, even better than 15s from one perspective. And many people who may play other sports, but when it comes to the Rugby Sevens, they all get united behind the Fijian team. The Saturday we'll be playing one in the tournament has been a special thrill for everybody. And even now it's become a trend. Whenever you score a try, the firecrackers go up. In the area where I live, it happens all the time. The nation obviously held its breath at very critical moments. We, of course, sometimes get angry on you, but in the end, we want to support you. And I think one of the aspects that we've seen in the Rugby Sevens team, because of the grit we have shown, even some of the games that you have lost, everybody has been supporting you. Because ultimately we have seen that we all need to get behind our rugby team no matter what. Of course, no one will ever forget watching Ben Ryan giving the boys a stern, but sometimes inspirational halftime talk. In fact, in the decisive clash with New Zealand. We all need a good talking to sometimes, and that intervention certainly made a difference. Ben is rightly being celebrated for the inspirational way in which he has forged his team and giving them such a will to win and the skills to do so. Ben, as you know, is not here with us, he's in London, but the thoughts of all of us are also with him tonight. And I'm sorry that he's missing out on this occasion. We thought there was only one Ben Ryan, but suddenly there are a whole lot more emerging as Fijian parents begin to name the children after him. I've also heard that Viri are popping up all over the place too. It's hard to imagine a greater honor that can be bestowed on anybody. And I'm sure his name, like many of the rugby players here today, will live long in Fiji after all of you have gone past the big rugby field that we all talk about. Ben has the admiration and respect of every Fijian, and on behalf of the Fijian government and of course the people of Fiji, I also want to thank him for his inspiration. I also want to take this opportunity to also thank the other members of the management team. I think sometimes we only probably look at the main coach and the players, but forget all the other support management team and the other specialist coaches who may be behind the scenes helping the team to achieve their best. So please put your hands together for those people, the physios and everybody else. I don't want to be long, I know, because the team has come all the way from the West, and I know it's been fairly demanding, because everybody wants a piece of you. To the team members, to each and every one of you, to the whole country joins you. Not just you, but your families and your friends and your children and your spouses and your partners for supporting you and giving us this wonderful achievement that we can all be proud of. Last but not least, of course, you now go on to Rio and the Olympic Games. The eyes of the world will be upon you, and you will carry the hopes of every Fijian to continue doing what you've already done, to bring honor, glory, and fame to our small but beloved nation. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors, and it is wonderful to see that we have got a conglomeration of Fijian companies who have come together to provide this wonderful sponsorship, to have the Fiji Airways brand printed on your t-shirts. Remember, wherever you're playing, wherever you are the brand ambassadors of Fiji. We've had companies we've found out who are naming perfumes after the country Fiji. All sorts of things. We've discovered some computer companies that are naming their computers after the brand Fiji because the word Fiji invokes a particular level of inspiration. Pristine environment, friendly people, happy people. So you are at the forefront of carrying that brand for us. Please always remember that. And this is why we're always very proud of you, because you are always the winner. So today has been a wonderful day of celebration. I hope you will enjoy that, and certainly you've given a huge enjoyment to everyone else. We wish you every success as you now set your sights on the goal in Rio, in the sure knowledge that we are all behind you. And I wish you a very good evening. Thank you.
I